beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. If we can focus on that for an extended period of time, I think a lot of people would find this diet really enjoyable and also just make it that much easier on themselves in the process. Have you ever wanted to lose weight with little to no exercise and then keep it off? Well, that's what I do here mainly, is I just use my body as a testimonial of showing people exactly what I'm doing and how this diet works. Now, I've been doing the carnivore diet for over 365 days. Last month, the month of September, was my carniversary. And I'm just basically here to share with everybody exactly what happens. And I try to create all of my videos in the most honest, positive way to show people exactly what happens when you do the diet, and sometimes when you don't do the diet, what might happen. Before we get too far along in today's video, I did want to say that I found a solution for my leg cramps. It was a pretty simple solution. I do want to thank everybody that did comment on my previous videos about drinking pickle juice, adding a little bit more salt. That is all factual information, and it does work to some extent. Now, on my end of things, I am a saltaholic. I have a lot of salt. I make my own electrolytes. Sometimes I drink them in the morning, and sometimes I drink them twice a day. So once in the morning, once in the afternoon. I got the electrolytes covered there. Plus I salt my meat heavily, and I only drink water when I'm eating dinner. So I'm also getting electrolytes from my meals. So the salt's definitely in there. I'm using a high quality salt, which is Redmond salt, sometimes Celtic sea salt, and Himalayan pink salt. Those are my three favorite salts. And if you guys got a salt collection, you know, like I do, just let me know. I might be looking for some other salt options. I've heard of some smoked salt out there. I've been thinking about purchasing some of that. But my solution for my leg cramps turned out to be a product that I found here at the Natural Pantry in Anchorage. If you live in the Anchorage area, it's a great place to shop. The prices are a little bit expensive, but when I was talking to the lady there, I was looking for a budget option, and I explained to her, I said, the people I try to talk to the most are on a budget. You know, they're people that are struggling, they're morbidly obese, they might not be working at the moment, they need budget options to help fix their problems. So this product right here costs $24.19. It contains 180 capsules. Now, I'm unfamiliar with this brand name, ZHUO. This is the product here that I bought, and this is magnesium glycinate. And I've been told to buy this stuff over and over again, but I just couldn't find it. I couldn't find a quality product that was super clean on the ingredients and didn't like conflict with the type of stuff I'm doing. Now, the previous problem I had with my other magnesium was the product I was buying at Costco. Again, a budget solution that worked really well, but they reformulated that product in such a way that it contains vegetable oils and seed oils now, which it didn't contain those about 2 months ago. So that created a problem. I was having all kinds of issues, stomach issues, upper digestion issues almost immediately after starting to take that product. And it all came down to just flipping the bottle around and reading the ingredients, and I would have solved that problem before I even got started. Now, another product I bought, which probably has nothing at all to do with my leg cramps, was vitamin D3 Healthy Origins. Now, this is another budget option. They sell at the Natural Pantry, and it's only $9.99 a bottle. It's another good deal. Now, this last week has been a little bit imperfect, but it's been imperfect for a reason, because I noticed myself going through these seasonal changes while I was up in Nome, Alaska, and I wasn't getting sick. I always get sick through the seasonal changes, and then I got through 2 of them because I went to Nome, experienced that one up there, which happens really fast, and then I came down here to Anchorage, and I also noticed I wasn't getting sick down here. So I got sick on purpose just to see what would happen. Now, my son, God bless him, he is in the other room right now. He has been horribly sick for over a week now, so I made sure to get like extra close to him just to see if I could get sick, and I did. And I'm kind of surprised at how everything has worked out. Now, I noticed myself feeling a little bit ill yesterday, so I went to work, as always, on a Saturday. I managed to get through the entire workday. I also noticed that I wasn't losing any strength while I was working through the day. Now, I do have all the symptoms. I have a cough, I have a little bit of a runny nose, and everything is just kind of miserable in a way, but it's so much better doing the carnivore diet. Because when we fill our bodies full of healthy meats and fats, eggs, sometimes some reindeer sausage, once in a while some odds and ends, we just naturally recover that much faster. And that's basically what I'm trying to put out here. But now let's get on into what I was doing for the week. And also we're going to be talking about my weight loss update, the foods I was eating, the reasons why I was eating specific foods, and also why I didn't gain any weight in the process. So one thing I have been learning with the carnivore diet, it is the ultimate weight loss maintenance type diet. It has also been the easiest way for me to lose the pounds. They kind of melt off in just the weirdest ways. And the energy levels are absolutely astounding. I'm always up early in the morning, even on the sick days that I have. I just don't want to sleep in. So something I normally don't do is go out to eat. When I got home from Nome, one of the things I wanted to do with my family was take everybody out to eat, and Golden Corral made that perfect opportunity. Because Golden Corral offers all-you-can-eat steak night just about every night of the week. So if you go there around dinner time, you can get endless steak. Now, this steak that I was having there did not have a lot of fat content. So I was kind of scourging around all the meat-based options that were there. And I did find a mystery sausage. I didn't care too much for that. It was almost like a chorizo. It had a lot of like red oil that was coming out of it. I'm not sure exactly what that was. I did not like that, although I did finish it. I did find another sausage that was sitting around the corner closer to the Oriental type foods that they have there. It tasted like it could have been a mixture of chicken, turkey, and a couple other random spices. It had a really nice flavor to it. I had a couple of those. But the one thing I did do is I just kept going back over and over again and getting as much steak as I could until I just couldn't stand the taste of the steak anymore. And it was a pretty fun night. And the reason I usually don't go to places like Golden Corral this time of year is because when I was morbidly obese, 435 pounds, I was getting sick all the time. I was scared of my children. I didn't want to get close to anybody because whenever I got sick before, I could be down for at least 3 days, which isn't good when you're trying to keep a healthy work environment. And it also sometimes would knock me down for a week or more. So yeah, that's another thing to talk about. Now, throughout the week, I was having ribeye steaks, a bunch of eggs on top, sometimes 3 or 4, and a couple reindeer sausage sliced up. Now, there was one night of the week where I finally caved, and I told the wife, I said, I want you to order Papa John's pizza. Now, the reason I ordered Papa John's pizza is because I used to work there. I went through all the ingredients while working there. Their hand-tossed pizza dough does not contain any seed oils, regardless of opinions. That's something I looked into quite a bit. Now, some of their other pizza crust items there do contain some seed oils, but their hand-tossed pizza crust does not. And yeah, I am a little bit gluten sensitive, but what I did with that meal is I came home, I immediately made a giant ribeye with some eggs, and I ate that, and I told the wife this is going to be the plan, and this is how I'm going to sustain my binge eating type situation when it comes to pizza, because I can eat pizza until the entire pizza is gone. So I finished my steak, and then after I finished my steak, the pizza arrived. So I think I had a total of 3 slices of pizza total that night. 1 cheese slice, actually 2 cheese slices, and 1 supreme. And that was it. I couldn't fit any more inside my gut, so I wasn't even worried about binge eating the pizza. So this just worked out perfectly. Now, another experience I tried in the past was eating a lot of meat and then eating a little bit of junk food afterwards. That theory actually works. And hopefully that's going to show in this week's weight loss update, because I was a bit surprised. So typically I wake up on a Saturday morning, and that's when I go out and get my weight. My cats are usually with me walking down the hallway to show me the way, because they get excited every time I get ready to go out here and get on the scale. It's like these little guys, they just know. And my dog Sadie laying there. But let's get this scale set up and see what we're going to get for the week, because I am sick. So typically when I'm sick, I gain like 4 to 5 pounds almost instantly because my body's under stress. But I don't think that's the case this week. Okay, so we're looking at 200 and, where are we at? 268, okay, 0.1 pounds. That's awesome. Now again, I started this weight loss journey, oh boy, it's been over about 1.5 years. I started the carnivore diet back in September of 2023, and now when I started, I was at 435 pounds, and now I'm down to 268.1, which is a slight increase from last week, but it's only like by 1 pound or just a fraction. So that's a total weight loss in over a year and a half of 166.9 pounds. And this also reinforces the idea of eat as much meat as possible. And then if you're going to go off plan, eat something off plan. Just get it out of your system, but eat something off plan after you ate a full meal of meats and fats, you know, healthy options, eggs, maybe some sardines, and then have a little bit of something on the side. That's where my 90-10 eating principle came in, and that's kind of how I got started on the carnivore diet in the first place. We just have to be realistic with ourselves and then take everything out for a period of time and simply add it back in and see what happens. Because the scale rarely lies. I mean, if we eat something that's inflammatory like seed oils, yeah, just be prepared for that weight to go up pretty quick, 2, 3, maybe 4 pounds at times, but you cannot put on 2 to 3, 4 pounds of fat. So that's instantly going to tell me, and it should tell you, that it's water retention. So we need to dial it back, figure out what it was that made the problem, and just simply find a solution for it. And this is as simple as it gets. Now, another almost close off-scale victory was I'm really trying to fit back into my old army greens, my dress greens. So yeah, I did break them out. I thought I'd be small enough to maybe get them buttoned up, but I was so close. I was excited. I was like, man, I could actually do this. Yeah, another 30, maybe 40 pounds come off, and I should be able to fit right back into that uniform. And I'm pretty sure my wife's going to enjoy that because she likes the way the military uniform looks, and hopefully she can appreciate me when I get to that point. But it's coming, guys. It's coming pretty soon. But seriously, if you want to enjoy this type of lifestyle, focus on ribeye steaks if you can afford it. If not, you know, eat ground beef. Ground beef is a perfectly good option. That's how I did the majority of my 90-10 eating principle when I got started on the carnivore diet. This diet just simply works. All you have to do is just do the diet. For those people that are struggling, they're typically not doing the diet, and that just kind of makes everything weird, and then we have to reach out to others. I was that guy. I had to reach out to a ton of people to try to find out, okay, what am I doing wrong? And then I had to kind of dial it back and then rinse and repeat. Beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. If we can focus on that for an extended period of time, I think a lot of people would find this diet really enjoyable and also just make it that much easier on themselves in the process. But when you bump into hurdles with this diet, don't be afraid to reach out and ask somebody. You can always ask questions in my comment section. You can always go to other YouTube videos and YouTube creators that are talking about this stuff. I mean, it just seems like anybody that's on this diet becomes a person of testimony. And the easiest way to testimony is just show you the progress. You know, we can go from big fat guy down to, this isn't too bad. I'm pretty happy with these results. I'm more functional now. I'm able to make more money at work. And I think that's where a lot more people need to be. I've completely cured my sleep apnea in the process of all of this. And I think a lot of people can benefit from just getting rid of the overly processed foods, getting rid of the seed oils, and also just eating whole single foods. I don't care if they're 100% carnivore or not. I just promote good health all the way around, and I want everybody to be healthy and successful no matter what they do in life. And again, guys, I hope to see you in the next one.